So this is me on day 9. The previous day I made it into New Bedford, and the problem with New Bedford is tiny bit sketch and it's very populated. So trying to find a spot was a bit of a nightmare, but I got it done. I think it's good enough, especially once it's pitch black. And yeah, I think tomorrow is gonna be a new day. Actually, I'm sure of it. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to day 10 of me walking across the country from Provincetown, Massachusetts to Los Angeles, California. I did not sleep well last night. It was so cold, and my clothes were damp from yesterday's affairs. So what did we learn today? We learned not to get wet, and this hot latte is gonna bring back my life force. So I was just at a Starbucks in Dartmouth where a lot of stuff went down. I did a radio thing for Ohio. Hopefully I get those files sent so I could play you some of that, or I might upload it in a separate thing. I met a lot of people there, including Laura, who is in marketing something or other, and basically told me I gotta fix my marketing. So I'm gonna figure it out. Tom walks America, I'm walKING. Which will rise? Which one will prevail? I don't know. Get out of here. We don't use tents around here. That's rookie stuff. So I actually got the radio audio files sent to me, so I figure why don't they just play them and call this an episode, because it will answer some questions that you might have, and I don't know, I thought it was cool.
Live, local, and interactive, 98.1 WPTW. Good morning. I'm Clint Myers, Miami County Mornings. 59 degrees, 10 minutes past 9 a.m. The fog has definitely lightened up here at the studios in Piqua. Right now on the telephone, as promised, I have Tom on the line. Tom is walking across the United States. And Tom, where are you this morning?
So today, and I just entered it, I'm in Dartmouth, Massachusetts, which is pretty close to the border of Rhode Island. Okay.
Now, how long have you been walking so far?
So this is like pretty much the beginning. This is right now day 10, and I had a rough night last night, honestly.
Ooh, so you're sleeping in a tent?
I have a tent, like it's in my backpack, but I'm like too lazy to set it up. So I just throw a mat on the ground, and I'm like, this is good enough.
So this doesn't sound like it would be something for somebody that's not into bugs.
No, if you're skittish about bugs, or you look at your hands, you're like 20 bug bites, that's a bit too much, then not for you.
Okay, so I've got to ask the question, and that is, what made you say, I'm going to walk across the United States?
And I will say that this is like the number one question people ask, like in general, just why? And I feel like the real answer is it's a bit muddled. I would say it's something like, I want to do something adventurous with my life. I don't want every year to be the same. It kind of felt like stagnated. So I felt like I needed to do something. But like the inspiration was stuff like Forrest Gump, other people that are doing similar trips, stuff like that.
Okay. Well, back in March, I asked because I made a big change in my life back in March, and it's kind of that I would give a muddled answer. Like I just wanted something a little bit different, something time for a change, and I wanted to make a positive change for myself. And that sounds like, you're going to get a lot of time with yourself in your own head when you do this. So,
yeah, exactly. And I figure like over the next year or so, I will like refine my answers to like I'll learn why. But I feel like, in the beginning, you just have all this like, I want to do something different kind of motivation.
I gotcha. Hey, we're going to have some more time here with Tom. I'm going to play a song and we'll come back to you. You said you were at Starbucks right now having your coffee?
I'm in a Starbucks pacing back and forth like a madman. But here I am.
All right. So coffee at Starbucks. We're going to talk to Tom coming up more here. Miami County Mornings, 98.1 WPTW. Happy to be stuck with you. Huey Lewis in the News from 1986. It's 59 degrees, 18 past 9, and Tom with us. He's on the telephone as he is having his Starbucks this morning. He's walking across the United States, just got underway 10 days ago. Now, you did allow yourself, Tom, to stay in a hotel the other night.
Yeah, so what I do is, of the week, 6 days, I'm like on the side of the road in the woods, wherever I end up sleeping. And then on the seventh day, which happens to be a Sunday, I get myself a hotel or a motel so I don't get too disheveled down the way. Okay,
well, that is at least nice to know that you're getting a shower and a bed that you can sleep in. What is that like when you're going the week? I know I saw a couple of your vlogs that you were like, okay, it's like day 3 without a shower.
Right. So basically, in the beginning, it's like, yeah, whatever. You get sweaty. It's like going to the gym, but you just don't wash your clothes. As it goes on, it gets worse and worse and worse because it will rain, and now your clothes are damp for kind of the rest of the thing, and you kind of accumulate an odor, and it gets kind of disgusting, honestly. So on the 7th day, you get to kind of cleanse yourself of all those sins. Feels good.
I imagine a squeegee helps.
Yeah, well, I try to also do like laundry and all that, but that's not always available. So I've been thinking about like just stopping by laundromats and stuff as well.
Well, there you go. That's a good possibility. I had friends that come to the U.S. from Europe earlier in the year, and when we picked them up at the hotel, they had all their luggage and everything, but they had no clothes on the inside because they took everything to the laundromat. And they said, we haven't had clean clothes for 16 days.
Yeah, give us maximum settings.
That's so... we had to pick up all their stuff at the laundromat. And then it was like Christmas morning when they opened up the bags and started passing clothes out. It was a lot of fun. Now, your trek is not going to take you through Ohio, I would imagine, because you're going to be walking during winter.
Right. So because winter is a factor, and like there's 2 ways to do it. You could just kind of brunt it and walk through the snow and all that. I'm not planning to do that. So you want to go south as it gets colder to get on like a hotter like longitudinal line. So I'm kind of going to Florida and then across to California. Okay.
So you'll be headed down the East Coast, and you're taking a long route.
Yeah, it adds like 1,500 miles or something like that.
Okay. So you might have to have your shoes resoled before you get to California.
Yeah, well, what they say is every 500 miles-ish, you want to swap them out. So I already bought 2 pairs, and I'm going to have them delivered, the second pair, once these are like run to the ground.
Well, that's a good idea to have them delivered to where you are, and then you don't have, it's something less you have to carry.
Yeah, and honestly, in the age of like Amazon and all this, you can get away with carrying much less because you could just be like, oh, I'll deliver it in 3 days and I'll pick it up from wherever I'm going to be. So it makes it super convenient.
Now, I want to make sure that people get to your social media so they can follow along. I have been cracking up watching your videos, and I am behind you 100%. It's about achieving something. It's almost like you're leaving your mark.
Yeah, and like one thing I do think about, which I feel like a little selfish for, but whatever, it's like I want to be on this Wikipedia list of people who've walked across America. There's roughly like 30. So I do kind of want to like leave my mark. There's like a tiny bit of like, oh, I want people to know I've done this. But there's also personal reasons.
See, I don't think that's a tiny thing walking across the United States. To me, that is amazing. That is a personal feat to accomplish.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of like types of challenges you can do. There's like these massive endurance ones like this one, and then there's like short bursts like being the fastest sprinter or whatever. And I feel like the endurance ones are like they play with your mind, and there's like a lot that you have to go through. Yeah,
if I played with my mind too much, I feel like I might not like myself when I get to where I'm going. I'm going to try a challenge like blow as many bubbles as I can in 5 minutes. That will be mine. I'll leave this mastered feat to you. Or I should
I'll be happy to see you blow those bubbles. You know?
I'll call you the master of the feet.
You know, one thing I figured out is if you take the word walking and you see there's the word king inside of walking. So
right.
I call myself the walKIng.
The walKIng. Perfect.
Yeah.
You are the walKIng. Hey, and people can support you on this journey on your social media and your website. You've got T-shirts for sale.
Yeah, T-shirts and hoodies, and I'm wearing them myself. So, you know, I speak what I preach. Preach what I speak, one of those.
Well, perfect. Well, if folks know what the shirt looks like, this is what I think would be cool. If, like, somebody knew that you might be coming through an area, all those people get the shirts, and then when they see you, they're wearing your clothes. I think that would be cool.
I would love that. That's like one of my dreams, seeing like somebody in the wild who actually has the thing.
You come walking out of the tree line and everybody knows who you are. I think that would be cool.
Yeah, and especially once you get to these tiny towns and like other states and, you know, people talk to each other and it's a very small community, I feel like that's going to happen for sure. Like everybody's going to know that, you know, this guy's passing through.
Yeah, like, oh, hey, I saw him on Facebook.
Exactly, yeah.
All right, so make sure you tell your friends, I'm walKIng. That is what you're going to look up on social media. You can follow him on Facebook. I'm following, and we're going to follow along with you on air, too. We'll be talking again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would love to, like, do it, like, further down the journey and be like, it's been a month. I'm much more disheveled. Here's my new perspective.
We'll check out where he is, and we'll have you on the air. You can, if you want somebody to bring you something, you just let us know.
Okay, will do.
All right. Thanks a lot, Tom. Miami County Mornings 98.1